What's going on YouTube? Today we got a deck profile, and it's going to be the start of our new series, which is playing on a budget. Once a week or so, we'll be looking at decks that cost under $150, excluding cards that cost under $1. And today we'll be doing Scrap Dinosaur. This was suggested to me by a friend because the deck is so affordable, and it is a strategy that people like to play, but it's hard to build around without Pot of Prosperity. I understand completely. Prosperity is not affordable by any means for most players, and this deck costs about the price of one Prosperity. Excluding cards under $1, this deck costs about $130 to $140. If you use Facebook marketplaces, you could probably get this for a little bit cheaper. But on average, if you're using TCG Player, you're going to be spending about $140, but it leaves you room for a couple packs of sleeves. The deck is very good, very combo oriented, very fun to play, and yeah, if you guys would like to see gameplay on this deck and combo tutorials, how to play the deck, things like that, please let me know in the comment section down below, and we can make those videos a possibility as well for you. I'm all about diversifying my content. We'll start recording live duels this week. Locals for me is on Saturday. So at the time of recording this video, it is 12:53 a.m. So we'll have live duels starting in a couple days. But continuing on, we got 2 Animador. This is the best card in the deck. You need to play 2, just so if you draw 1, you can still do the miscellaneous play and still have your normal summon Raptor. 3 Baby Sarosaurus, and the Petite. I don't really like 3 Baby Sarah, if we're going to be honest, but without Prosperity we needed to play the 3rd copy. Just being able to draw it is nice, so you have more options to search for Oviraptor and Fossil Dig. And the 1 Petite is still in here because you can pop it and start your plays with with Soul Eating Oviraptor. And in games 2 and 3, when you side in Dogoron, it actually has a cool play where you can't be Kaiju'd anymore. The 3 Oviraptor, pretty standard. The 1 Misk, pretty standard. Giant Rex, pretty standard. It's pretty good with the combo. 2 Ultimate Conductor, again, pretty standard. This card's kind of insane. 1 Pankratops. This is the next boss monster in the main deck, and you could summon it off Petite. It's hard to set this up in this particular version to go with everything else, but there are some boards that you can make this one through Scrap Raptor and the Scrap Chimera. This became extremely affordable thanks to Dorado. And then 3 Effect Veiler. We're playing this over in Permanence due to the budget constraint. But Effect Veiler does have a cute interaction with Double Evolution Pill being a spellcaster monster, aka non-dinosaur. Another thing to note here as well is I am assuming that most players who are getting into the game do not have hand traps or other staples like Veiler, Dark Ruler, Chalice, etc. So when the budget constraints come into this, we are saying we're purchasing all the cards that need to be purchased, anything over $2. If you already own Infinite Impermanence and you're looking just to pick this deck core up instead of the whole deck, then you can easily switch these with Infinite Impermanence, and you can make the deck a little bit better by doing so. But we're going off the basis of that you have to purchase everything. Onto spells, we got 3 Lost World. This and Oviraptor is game pretty much, unless they have Ash for the Misk. 3 Fossil Dig. Not much to be said here. 3 Dark Ruler. Dinos do want to go second, but this particular build wants to go first. It has a little bit of a harder time breaking boards, but with Dark Ruler you get to break boards pretty easily, and Chalice is efficient 1-for-1 removal in a sense. It's also got some more cute interaction with the Invoke decks, because if you hit Alistair with it, then they can't make out Mirage. 2 Double Evolution Pills, same idea as Animador, you need to have one in the deck at all times for its effect, or else you can't resolve it or activate it. So you need to keep one in the deck. 1 Called By, because this deck does just lose to an Ash. Monster Reborn, so in case you do get Ash, you can attempt to play. 1-for-1 to get your play started. terraforming to get to your lost world, and then to keep the deck as consistent as possible with the budget, we are playing Upstart Goblin. 9,000 life points is nothing for this deck to take out, so it made sense just to play it as a way to help with even the small percentage increase of Satan cards you need. That's the main deck of 40. Your extra deck is pretty much where all your money comes into it, but the beautiful thing about buying into an extra deck is the extra deck can be used for most decks going forward. So your one-time investment of Borolo Savage Dragon, for example, you can use that in Dragon Link if you decide to play that. Or Zeus, for example, you can play that in any deck that makes an XC. So the extra deck made a little bit more sense to put more money into. But we'll start with the Borolo Savage. This is the most expensive card at, as you can see, $29.53. Very expensive, most expensive card in the deck, but very necessary. There aren't very many alternatives to this card. Psyframe Lord Omega. You could use this to put back your miscellaneous source and give you an extra use of it next turn. You realistically won't make this over Savage, but there are boards where you can make both of them, like if you open Monster Reborn. We got Zeus. Not much to say about him. He's pretty affordable nowadays at $14, but he's also good just to put on top of these XC monsters once you use their effects. Abyss Dweller to shut off the Mirror Match and other decks that rely on their graveyard. 2 Evil Swarm Dalka. This card's kind of nuts. Evil Swarm Logia, also kind of nuts. Light Dragon at Ignister. This is just blanket removal. Apollosa. This is also pretty expensive, but you do need it for the combo. You end on this pretty frequently with this deck, very easily. Nightmare Unicorn, Pentastag, Ivy Masquerena. She is affordable nowadays with the gold reprint. Scrap Wyvern, Link Karibo, and Secure Gardena for the double evolution pill play. Next, your side deck is all pretty affordable, which is good, but you got 3 Artifact Lancia, 2 Doggeron. If your locals has a lot of Bird Up or Flu Underrees, you probably want to play Godara over this, but I'm playing this one in particular for this deck profile because of the Searchable off Overraptor. 3 Twin Twister, 2 Cosmic, that's it for your back row removal other than the Feather Duster. Regeki for other board wiping power, and then 3 Solemn Judgment. Overall, this deck is a lot of fun to play. It is pretty bricky, but that goes with the fact that Dino is naturally bricky anyway. In the hands that you do get to play, you really do get to play though. You get to do a lot of cool stuff. Your end board is pretty nice. You're usually always ending with at least a Logia or Dolka with Apollosa. And if you have full combo, you get to make a Savage on top of that. And the deck is a lot of fun to play, as I've stated before. I do recommend picking this up as a cheap deck. You can build it pure Dino as well, and I could do a video on that if you guys would like to see that, where you just purely go second. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile. This will be a series for deck profiles of budget decks. We'll try to keep everything under $150, or at least as close as possible. There are some decks that just won't be possible with the $150, but it'll probably only be like a couple dollars more. But we're trying to keep it around $140, that way you could theoretically play packs of sleeves with it. If you did enjoy, please remember to comment, rate, subscribe. If you want to see gameplay of this deck or combo tutorial, let me know that in the comment section down below. Be very happy to record those up for you and upload them. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Peace, YouTube.